There are a lot of people in the United States right now who think the country is falling apart, and at least in one respect they're correct. Our roads and bridges are crumbling, our airports are out of date, and the vast majority of our seaports are in danger of becoming obsolete, all the result of decades of neglect.
It's just fate that an asteroid hit the Earth and killed 70% of the species that we know of on the planet. Unfortunately, in our lifetimes, we may experience the same fate as the dinosaurs. But I'm not talking about another asteroid collision. I'm talking about a nuclear war. A nuclear war would have many of the same phenomena that the dinosaurs experienced. But this time, it absolutely would be our fault. Fortunately, there are things that we can do to prevent this from happening. If you live in a city that has a military base, there's a missile that's aimed at you right now. If you live in a city that has an important industry, a major university, a large airport, an oil refinery, or oil storage facilities, there is a hydrogen bomb that's aimed at you right now. We live in a perilous era. There are 15,000 nuclear weapons on the planet, and the 9 nuclear weapon states are in conflict with each other. The United States and North Korea, NATO and Russia, India and Pakistan. We're just one misunderstanding, one mistake, or one fanatic politician away from a nuclear conflict. In the Second World War, fleets of hundreds or even 1,000 airplanes were used to bomb a single city. But with the invention of the atomic bomb, only one airplane and one bomb was needed. The Enola Gay carried one atomic bomb with the power of 15,000 tons of TNT. And when it dropped that bomb on Hiroshima, Japan, 100,000 people died.
Aliens. Are they here? Do they visit? Does the government know about them? The past 2 years have been really interesting on the topic of UFOs, unidentified flying objects, which are now officially called UAPs, or unidentified aerial phenomena. And if you didn't know, last year, Florida Senator Marco Rubio added a section to a funding bill requiring the Director of National Intelligence to work with the military and intelligence community to submit a report on unidentified aerial phenomena to be delivered no later than June 25th, 2021. Well, the report is here, and we're going to talk about it, but just before the end of the day on the 25th in Washington, D.C., and it doesn't even crack 10 pages. Aww. Kind of a letdown, in my opinion. I was kind of hoping for a media report or just one single page with a picture of an alien on it. The main takeaway, well, it was what we were mostly expecting. The first sentence of the summary reads, quote, "The limited amount of high-quality reporting on unidentified aerial phenomena hampers our ability to draw firm conclusions about the nature or intent of UAP." The data collected on these sightings is pretty inconsistent, since there wasn't a standardized reporting system until just a couple years ago. There was one UAP they were able to solve with high confidence. High confidence. It was a large deflating balloon. Sorry, it's kind of funny. The report goes on to say that if these UAP incidents are solved, there are 5 likely explanations: airborne clutter, natural atmospheric phenomena, USG or US industry developmental programs, foreign adversary systems, and a catch-all other bin. They looked at over 144 reports between the years 2004 and 2001. 80 of those reports had multiple sensors detect the object. So here's the juicy part. Over a dozen of those reports include observations of unusual movement patterns or flight, and they can't explain those. It could be what the report describes as breakthrough technology being used by a foreign adversary. But the report also says they, quote, currently lack data to indicate any UAP are part of a foreign collection program or indicative of a major technological advancement by a potential adversary.
What I was told was that there was a vibrational energetic change coming, which was going to have two main effects. One, it was going to wake people up from their coma that they'd been put in, an induced coma. The most awake would be affected first, but eventually people then solid gold in coma were going to start to awaken, and they were going to start to see that the world reality, who they were, is not who they thought it was. The other thing I was told would happen as a result of this truth vibration change